Well, it's 5:12 p.m. and we're still seeing sunshine on the horizon. So that is some progress. We continue to make a lot of progress actually over the next couple of weeks. We talked about that yesterday. We actually spring forward. Daylight saving time begins in less than a month. In fact, I think we're down to about 19 days now. So we are getting there in a hurry, folks. Before you know it, our sunset time is going to be almost 7 p.m. It is a little chilly out there, but seasonably so. We're 35 degrees. Not a cloud to be seen as we look out. That might be a little cloud, but that's like the only one. As we look out to our Agawam Skycam, not nearly as blustery as this time yesterday, so it's not feeling quite as cold. Temperatures today were also just a few degrees milder, but definitely still a solid chill across New England, especially northern New England. Burlington right now checking in at 25. You've got 20s and even teens cutting across portions of northern Maine. This time of year, though, that's pretty typical for New England. We're almost always on the cold side. Now, that will start to change a little bit more as we head toward the mid to late part of the week. Tomorrow gets a bit milder, just a touch. Thursday and Friday a bit milder, too, as high temperatures get back into the 40s. And that's due to high pressure moving offshore and our next storm system coming in out of the west. Now, we are tracking low pressure that's going to be passing off to our south. And while we don't have a strong high pressure to our north giving us that cold air, we might start off as a wintry mix late Thursday night, but should change over to snow. Even that mix could be just rain and wet snow with very little snow accumulation. And it's mostly going to be across the high terrain. We'll get into that in just a second. First, our current satellite loop, which is showing, again, pretty much no cloud cover. Temperatures are going to drop like a rock tonight once the sun goes down. Clear skies, I mean, full of stars. It's a beautiful night sky, but my goodness, it's chilly. By midnight, we're already teens and low 20s. And then early tomorrow morning, I expect to see some lower teens again, even a few upper single digits possibly. But there will be a few high, thin clouds that start drifting in. And we are going to be dealing with more scattered cloud cover throughout the day tomorrow. Temperatures, though, still warming up fast in the morning. We're back above freezing well before noon. And in the afternoon, we again approach 40. Might get a little cloudy from time to time, especially in the valley. But overall, it's still a very nice weather day. Breezes will stay on the light side again, and we'll still have a decent amount of sunshine. So taking a look at the temperature swings, high pressure is definitely still in control. Low teens again in the early morning and back into the low 40s for the afternoon. So a bit more of a temperature swing. The wind forecast for tomorrow is still at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Same for Thursday, same for Friday. So not a lot of wind on tap through the rest of the week. Again, it'll be a little bit milder, but it starts turning cloudy as soon as Thursday afternoon. Thursday night is when the wet weather approaches. Here we are at 6 p.m. It's not quite here yet, but it starts to roll in closer to midnight. Again, could begin as a scattered wintry mix, talking maybe a little bit of wet snow mixing in with some rain. Minor accumulations possible across the upper valley, getting into the hill towns. And that'll occur during the overnight. So there might be an inch or two on the ground in those areas. Then we'll change over to rain. It gets warm enough for everything to pretty much melt, but still a chilly rainfall. Don't get me wrong. Temperatures will be in the low 40s most of the day. Showers will taper off by Friday evening. It turns sharply colder Friday night, blustery, so some black ice can't be ruled out. We fall back down to the low to mid 20s. Blustery Saturday, plenty of sunshine, but highs only near freezing, but it's very quick. We're back to 40 on Sunday and 52 on Monday with sunshine. While we hang on to the warmth next week, we are going to be dealing with more rain chances, especially on Wednesday. Highs could potentially approach 60, but that's also short-lived. We'll be back to the low 40s by the end of the week. Abby, back to you.